Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Um, I may not be good at putting out my own tutorials, but Susan and I are great at doing our sister lives once a month.
Because I say, what day are we doing it?
She's so good at scheduling these, you guys. I just need her to do my full schedule for my life, everything, basically.
Oh, for your whole
For my
life.
everything. My cleaning schedule, my
I
laundry
got you.
schedule,
Oh, I would love to
my
sit and make schedules.
groceries.
Yep. Yep.
Okay. Good morning, everybody.
Uh-oh.
I hope you guys are all doing good. I have been busy though. I have a little retreat next week in Georgia. It's just a small 12 participants, I think. It's a small retreat with me and Barbie. And so I have been busy cutting out the kits to teach for that one. That's what I've been doing. So
You've been
that's
very
been fun.
busy. You've been
I
very
actually
busy. And so,
I have been very busy, and I have stuff cut out to sew up on videos, but just I haven't had a couple hours to sit and do that yet. So,
all right.
anyways, all right. So we will be doing the Necessary Clutch Wallet. This is old school. This is an old pattern from Emmaline Bags. It has been done a lot by a lot of different people. I'm pretty sure Lauren does it every New Year's Eve. I did it a couple times, the big one and the mini, on my channel, 5 years ago. So I'm kind of trying to revisit old patterns. There has been some modifications made on this wallet, and I tried a couple of them and I really like them. So we're going to do a couple of those modifications. And yeah, Susan's
And I
never sewn it up.
never,
Never ever has she
never,
ever.
ever, never, ever have I ever sewn this wallet. And I just messed
um,
up on my very first thing. I was trying to put a tag on and it already went wonky on me.
oh no. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Okay, so I have my little example here that I just sewed up just for some practice. Okay, this is what we're sewing up today. Um, it's cute. So the trickiest part of this wallet, two things. This is one of the reasons I bought my industrial machine. I was trying to make these wallets for a craft fair, and I was getting so frustrated with the last couple steps because my machine could not do it. It's this bottom stitching. When you're putting all of the layers in here together, it gets thick on this bottom part, and my machine would not do it, especially with vinyl. And then these side wings right here in the pattern, she has you sewing these, and they're thick too, and they're hard to get under your machine. So what we do instead, I know my black blends in with the material, but I put rivets instead to hold all my layers together. So much easier, looks just as good. So we'll be doing that. You can do many different opening or closures. You can just do a magnetic snap. You can do a moon lock, which is what Susan and I are doing today. You can do a turn lock. Yeah, you can do lots of different closures here.
I'm a little nervous.
Don't be. It comes
I,
together really nice.
I feel like it's
Um,
hard and
the
people have
card
talked about it.
slots. So in the original pattern, the card slots, there's a lot of fan folding. It gets really thick. It's just a lot. So somebody sent me this video. I'm not sure who came up with this modification first. If you know their name and their channel, Brittany, I think, was the one who sent it in our group chat. Is Brittany on here? I know Annette and Jan. Anyways, the card slots, we're going to do them in a way where it needs to be a non-fray material. So either, a bonded nylon, a canvas, something that doesn't fray. And we are going to layer them really cool. It's going to cut down on the bulk and give you really nice, even card slots. Oh, hi. My dog just pushed through my door. Hi, baby. What? So yeah, that's what we're doing, Susan.
Should I be worried though? Because
Why?
I don't know. I've heard people say really But this is a really hard
It's
pattern.
not a really hard pattern. You got it. You have got it, and I'm here to help.
Okie dokie. Okay.
Are you done?
Yeah. I just had to, I don't know. My bobbin was angry, but we're good.
All right. We don't want angry bobbins.
Mm-mm.
All right. You ready?
Ready, Freddie?
So, the card slot modification, I'm going to go over the pieces that you need to have cut out for that and how we're going to do this. You guys will get it. It's super easy. It's not hard. Okay? I've got my nerdy little glasses here just in case I need them.
Both of us do. We're at that age now.
I want ones where I can wear them though and not have to take them off. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, the progressive ones.
Yeah, I may just break down and do that here soon. All right. So I'm going to put the camera down and in so you guys can see what I'm doing.
See,
So
Ellie's heard scary things too. She's never made it because she's heard
it is not a scary wallet. Oh my goodness. You guys.
I actually haven't been nervous for a sew in a while, and my heart's like beating right now.
Why?
I'm not even sure why.
All right. How's that for a view? Is that weird or is that good? That's a little too far. Just a minute. I always have a hard time getting it just right place. There. I have like a gooseneck tripod, so sometimes it's like okay, you guys. Here we go. So, the pieces for this card slot that you will need. You ready?
Ready.
You will need 2 pieces that are 8 by 8.5. Okay? In the original pattern, you just need 1. For this version, you need 2 pieces that are 8 by 8.5. You got that,
Yep.
Susan?
Yep.
Okay, so it's going to be 8 inches across and 8.5 tall. Okay, so on the centers where it's 8.5 tall, or on the piece where it's 8.5 tall, you want to cut centers real quick. Okay.
Okay, I just think I cut the wrong sides, but I'll do it.
So you want to cut centers on at least one of them of these of this piece, okay? So it's laying down, it's 8 wide, 8.5 tall. Okay, that's how you want it to lay.
Tony
All right.
says that your tutorial on the wallet is how she found you.
Oh, that's awesome. I had to rewatch it because I had totally forgotten. I'm like, I'm watching my own tutorial. That's kind of funny. All right. And then instead of that big fan fold card slot piece, right? You're going to cut 3 pieces. Okay. They're all going to be, the first one's going to be 8 by 8. Go ahead and cut center on the sides of that. Okay. So the first one's going to be 8 by 8. The second one is going to be 7 by 8. So this one's 7 by 8. Cut my center on that. So it's 8 across, okay? And 7 is the height.
I need to just trim a little bit off this one. It's a little too long. So I need an 8 by 8. Not an 8. I think I did something wrong.
You should have 8 by 8, 7 by 8, and 6 by 8.
Okay.
Okay. So it was 8, 7, 6. And I'm just cutting the centers on those because you're gonna lay them all together after we do this for our card slots. So 5 pieces total. 8.5 by 8. 2 of those.
Yep.
8 by 8, 7 by 8, 6 by 8.
Okay, let me check my measurements, make sure I did this right.
Okay.
This one is 7 by 8. Pretty much a genius.
Yep, pretty much.
Wait, and we're doing them all tall way, right?
So it's 8 across.
I'll just cut both sides. I'm just trying to figure out which side to cut. I think I cut the wrong. I cut the top and bottom. You want me to cut side to side, right? You have no
8
idea what I'm saying.
across
Yeah.
and 8 tall. And then you
Yeah.
want 8 across and 7 tall.
Yep.
8 across and 6 tall.
Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out which sides of the centers I'm cutting. So I just did
Oh,
both.
got you. Okay.
Okay. Ready.
All right. So on the back side of these 3 pieces, the 8 by 8, 7 by 8, 6 by 8, you want to mark a 1-inch line down on the back. Like this. On both ends. Okay, because we're going to fold that down and that's going to be our card slot. So I've got, here's my piece, the 8 by 8. I've done an inch line down on both sides. I'm going to lay a piece of tape along the back top and fold that to the inch marking. We're making our like card slot folds. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So just like this.
Okay.
And then I'm going to take the tape off and fold that down to the line. I'm going to do that on all 3 of these pieces. So I'm just folding it down to the line like that. Okay. After we do that on all 3 pieces, we will be top stitching those because those are our card slot folds. Just like that. Okay, so I'm going to take my next one. Make sure you're marking the 8-inch length sides, right?
Okay. That's what I was going to
Each
ask.
time. Mm-hmm. Because it's 8 inches wide. 8 inches wide on each piece, okay? And they just get shorter.
Sherry wants to know what fabric you're using.
I am using a water resistant fabric and or water resistant canvas and then a bonded nylon.
I'm
And
using
then
the same.
I'm using vinyl for the exterior and the flap.
Samesies.
Okay. Hi, Brittany. Do you remember, Brittany, the video? I think it was you that sent with this modification, or was it Leslie? With the card slot modification for this wallet. If you could post it, that would be amazing in the chat. Yeah, I wasn't too sure about this little hack, and then I made it, and I was like, oh, that's super cool. Okay, so there's my middle piece, all done. And then this is my last one here. Hi, Camden. He
Camden.
says, my ants are pretty darn cool.
Hi, Camden. Camden's
Thanks,
pretty cool
buddy.
too.
That's funny.
18-year-old kid and he drives big rigs.
Uh-huh. And so's leather.
And so's leather on my machine. Right,
Yeah.
Camden?
Uh-huh.
Sometimes they'll say, Ed Susan, can I come over so we can sew? I'm like, get over here, dude.
That's funny. All right. So this is my last one here. Hi, Brenda. She says, loving you both. You guys make my day. Aw.
Oh, that's so sweet.
That's very sweet. Thank you, Brenda. Charlotte had a choir concert last night.
Oh, how was it?
It's very cute. A bunch of 6th graders singing Lion King. It was really cute.
That's awesome.
And then Marcus and Charlotte have their band concert tomorrow night. And Marky has a jazz solo.
I wish I could be there. Please record it for me.
I will. I'm serious if you want to look into jazz band camps. I talked to Daniel and he's on board too.
Okay, I've been looking into it for you too.
All right, cool. All right, so I now have 3 pieces that are evenly folded along the sides, along the edges. And now I'm just going to push them through and top stitch all of them, okay?
Okay.
On those folded edges. I'll just chain stitch or whatever.
Okay.
Just an 1/8 inch top stitch along all of them.
Susan, the markings are an inch from the 8-inch side.
Yeah. An inch down.
Sherry, can't wait to see you next week. I was just thinking about that today. I can't believe it's next week.
I can't either. I'm not ready.
You guys, this is the retreat where we discovered that the Cabbage Patch place was nearby, and it brightened my whole life. I didn't even know. It made me so happy to go there.
I know it.
What color thread are you using? Someone says.
I am using Holy Guacamole because it matches my vinyl on the wallet. For this one, what about you, Sue?
I don't remember what it's called. Maybe it's some kind of, it's a brown, but I don't remember which one it is.
Okay.
The sticker came off. What can I say?
If you show me the spool, I could probably tell you.
Okay. Here.
That looks like caramel or mocha latte.
Oh, mocha latte, I think, because I use that one tons.
Yeah, it's a good one. That's one of my favorite browns.
Yeah, I like it too.
All right, so I have mine top stitched on both sides, and now you can see if you sandwich them all together, they are nice and even. Look at that, and there's your card slots.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay.
Some of us are almost done folding. Okay.
You're okay.
Sorry.
Hi, Bethany.
Am I top stitching both sides or just one side?
Both of your folded sides.
Okay.
Yeah. Hi, Leslie. Yep, beautiful. And then do the other side.
Okay.
Rose, I'm surprised you haven't made this wallet. I would think you would have made it.
Rose, come on now.
Come on now, Rose.
Are you even trying?
Yeah, come on. Can you see her laughing at that?
Yes.
She's so cute. We love you, Rose. Oh my goodness. Ooh, Jill says, my Annabelle templates are being delivered today. So
Ooh, that's
excited.
exciting.
I used templates to cut out the bags for the retreat, and it was so amazing. Well, Jessica did it with her girls, and it was so fast.
Makes it so easy, doesn't it?
Yep. Yeah, well, somebody said I enjoy making the mini NCW more than the regular size. Yeah, the mini's super cute too. But I figured Susan's never made the big size, so let's do it. Jilly just sews. So I cut 2 pieces that are 8.5 by 8. The pattern calls for just one, but I cut 2 and you'll see why. And then you need 3 pieces of a non-frame material, 8 by 8, 7 by 8, and 6 by 8. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Melissa. Hi, Diane. All right, you good?
I'm good.
All right, so first thing you want to do is you want to take one of your backings that are the 8 by 8.5. Okay.
Okay.
Which one did I do? This one. All right. So it's 8.5 tall and 8 across. You're gonna lay your first piece of cardstock, which was the 8 by 8 piece that we top stitched, and you're gonna center it. So it should be the same width, right? Because they're both 8 across. So you're gonna center that. So put a clip on each end here. All right, and then we are going to sew this on. So we want to make a line down from the top of our, so with a erasable marking tool of some kind. I use my air erase pen for this. So we're using the top of this card slot as the top of this, and you're measuring down 2 inches. Okay, and drawing a line on both sides.
2 inches from the card slot piece or from
Card
the
slot
top?
piece from the
Okay.
card slot piece that we put on top.
Okay.
So I drew 2 inches down on each side. And now we're going to sew along that line on both sides.
Okay.
And that's making our card slot basically, right? Oh my goodness.
Oh,
My
both
hands are not,
sides.
they're not wanting to cooperate today.
Are they angry with you?
They're angry with me from yesterday.
Angry
All right, so
little
I'm going to
elves.
sew down that 2-inch line, okay?
Okay.
Along both sides. So my piece is centered, right side's up with both of them. 2 inches down from the top of your first card slot, and we're sewing down that line. So we'll sew down both sides because this is a 2-sided card slot.
Yeah, it took me a second. I just finally, I thought, why are we doing? Oh, it folds in the middle.
It gets put in your wallet, folded in half, so it's a card slot on each side. Okay, so that's what your first piece looks like.
Okay.
I sewed it down each side. And now you're going to keep doing that. So you'll get your next piece, your 7 by 8. You're going to put that on top, right side up, centered. And then you're going to mark 2 inches down each side and sew.
Well, that's snazzy.
Right?
Yeah.
So much better than folding and folding and folding and folding.
Yeah.
And trying to get your lines perfect and okay, so I sandwiched it on top, centered like that.
Uh-huh.
Okay, mark 2 inches down each side and sew. Clips are on the way. Oh my gosh. Okay, my fingers do not want to do these metal clips today. My hands hurt this morning.
Yeah, you probably did way too much yesterday, huh?
Yeah. Like, I didn't realize how much they hurt until I started doing this. And I'm like, oh yeah, huh. Okay. This is just, yeah, changes that people have made, Sherry, on the internet. It's not a change in the actual pattern. It's just one of the hacks, one of the many hacks that people have come up with for this pattern. Nicole, my hands are a mess last week. Have you heard of Sage? No, I have not. My hands are always a mess, no matter what I do. All right. All right, and then my last one. Which one are you on there, Sue?
I'm just gonna mark the last one now.
All right, perfect. Me too. Look at us.
Look at us.
Look at us.
Well, I like this. This is methodical and logical.
Pretty easy, right?
Yeah, I like that.
Because card slots, honestly, when a pattern like a bag calls for card slots, I'm just like, no, thank you. I am not a fan of making card slots.
I have a hard time understanding the
It
directions.
is not my favorite thing to sew. And this makes it so easy. All right, so there's that. Last one. Right, Rose? Not my thing. Okay, so once you have all of that done, we have to separate our card slots in the middle, right?
Yep.
So it should be 8 inches wide. So you want to go 4 inches in, draw a line, and do your middle stitching.
Got it.
And you can either, it's up to you if you want to go all the way down or if you want to stop right here and then start here. It's not going to show, so it doesn't even matter. I'm going to go all the way down. I'm going to do some little back stitching at the top of the card slots just to give it all a little extra strength.
Are you starting at your first card slot or the top of the thingy?
I'm starting at my first card slot.
Okay.
Because you don't need to start all the way at the top of the piece. Okay, that's it, guys. How freaking easy was that?
That was awesome.
Look at that. Card slots. So you need to baste around the edges real quick too, just so those stay where they need to be.
Okay.
And then we're gonna add that back piece to it. And then put it aside. See? Pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
Yep, I'm sold. I'm sold for this little hack. Liz, this is not in the pattern. This is a hack that someone has come up with on the internets. And it's awesome. So there are my card slots. So in the wallet, it looks like that, right? On both sides. No interfacing. All I used was canvas and bonded nylon. Done. Super awesome. All right. Let me know when you're ready for the next step, Sue.
Ready, Freddie.
You ready?
Yep.
All right. So now we want to take that back piece, one other piece that we have here.
Yeah.
We are going to lay those right sides together. And what we're doing is just sewing along the top, not the edges, not the sides. just the two top and bottom of this, okay?
Okay.
Because then we're going to do that, and then we're going to turn it right side out and top stitch.
Just the top and bottom.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Someone said, I love the fabric Susan is using. Super cute.
Thank you.
And just do a 1/4 inch seam allowance is fine.
Okay. Oh my gosh, I just did it wrong.
Did you sew the side?
Sure did. After just saying, whatever. How embarrassing. Oh, that's funny. Classic. Just a classic.
Classic. Oh, goodness.
Would it even be a sister sew if I didn't sew the wrong part?
Nope. Yeah, it doesn't matter if you have like holes in that because it'll be hidden in the wallet anyways.
Oopsie poopsie.
Ew, Dina says it's going to hit 100 degrees today in North Texas. That's disgusting.
Yeah, it's been in the 90s here.
Really?
Yeah, but then
We
it cooled off.
got up to 80 yesterday. I was like, and I took the dogs on a walk, and I'm like, it's so hot.
Oh my gosh, you're so funny.
I know. I'm gonna put stuff on my hands real quick while you're doing that.
Yeah, the smoothie smooth is hard to rip out of the back end because it's all fuzzy.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry.
Hi, Terry. She says, yay, the sisters are here.
Yep, one is done with her step and the other is ripping. Sounds about right.
I was looking at the comments on my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And, there's always a couple negative ones in the bunch.
Yeah.
And somebody commented, oh, I can't with these stupid intros. I'm like, well, maybe this isn't the channel for you then.
That's funny.
Funny.
I love your stupid intros.
Hi, Christine. She says, love the sisters. 98 in Minnesota. Ugh. It's a good way to weed out the party poopers. I love your intro, says Terry. Thanks, guys. You know what? I just laugh at it anymore. I'm just
Yeah,
like,
it is just kind of funny now. Yeah.
You don't have to watch it. It's fine.
Well, and people are totally welcome to their opinion.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just meant to be fun. All right. Are you still on stitching?
Okay. Sorry about that. I put the clips on the side I was going to sew, and then I went to sew,
And the other side.
And I sewed the sides without clips. I thought, oh,
Okay.
this looks like a good place to sew. Whatever. There we go.
Oh. Just top and bottom.
I just wanted to show the people what would happen if you do it on the side. It's no big deal. You just rip it out, okay?
Right. Okay.
All right. No big deal.
No big deal. It's all good.
Mm-hmm.
Jadira, we're making the Necessary Clutch Wallet with some modifications. If you want to go back, we modified the card slots, so they're just easier, honestly.
Okay. All right. Here.
So, and then I just clipped right here by my seam on each side. So it's
Okay.
not bulky right there on the corners. And then you want to turn it right side out.
Would you call that a mini turn and burn, maybe?
Mini turn and burn, absolutely. And then just get that seam, those seams that you sewed laid nice, and then you want to top stitch, okay? And you can baste the sides together as well. And then I do like to take this to my mat and make sure it is 8 inches wide evenly, so it lays in my wallet in the end nicely. It should be pretty even though.
I didn't hear what you said, but that's all right.
You didn't hear what I said?
I was thinking, and so I didn't hear what you said.
So you wouldn't listen to me yammering on?
Well, I was thinking about make sure it's 8 inches, but if it's not, oh well, it's too late.
No, you can trim it down.
Oh,
The raw side seams. Gee,
almost too late now.
it's not. Oh, Liz, I don't know about that. She says, are you thinking of making your own wallet pattern one day? I feel like it's all been done. I don't even know what I would do wallet wise. I'm not sure. Okay, here we go. Now I'm just top stitching.
Karen, that's awesome. I went to my niece's choir concert Monday night, and I was so impressed with it. It was so good. So fun to
So
see the kids do it.
at my kids' school, they force the kids to take choir as one of their, electives. So the choir is like, you can tell a lot of those kids don't want to be there.
They're just getting a grade.
They're just getting the grade.
Those-
Where is my lighter? There it is.
So yesterday we went to Gabriella's theater class
Oh
performance.
yeah, how was that?
So the teacher actually got up before and said, in theater one, we have a wide variety of experience and interest. And so basically some kids are here to pass and some kids are into it, right?
Right.
And that was very true. And I have to say, Gabriella was incredible. Casalia,
Aww.
she like had all these thoughts. She had a pretty big part, and she was by far the most animated. She spoke really loud. She knew her lines perfectly. I was like, what the heck?
Goodness, maybe theater is gonna be her
Yeah.
theme.
She asked me if I'd find a summer one for her, so I'm gonna look.
That's adorable. That's
Yeah,
surprising,
she gets up
actually.
there, she's all nervous and she's a ball of nerves for weeks leading up to it, right?
Yeah.
And then as soon as she gets on stage, no nerves. She's just,
Aw,
it was really cool.
that's really awesome.
The play was called Snow White and the Seven Endings.
And the
And
what? Seven
and the
what?
seven endings. And so there's different characters who say, no, that's not how Snow White ended. And they all changed
Oh
it.
yeah.
They changed the ending so that they save the day, basically, right?
Uh-huh.
And
That's cute.
Gabriella's character was Spindiana Jones.
Oh,
And it was adorable. I'll send you some
adorable.
pictures. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let me know when you're done.
Okay.
What wallet do I carry? I carry Susan they want to know what wallet you carry. What wallet I carry? I have a pop socket wallet on the back of my phone.
That's currently what I'm carrying too.
I haven't carried an actual wallet in a while. Because I just have my driver's license and my debit card and my credit card with me at all times. That's it.
Okay. And this needs to be 8 inches. Okay. And I'm basing the sides you said?
Yeah, you can base the sides shut. You top stitched it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yep. And then you're done. Oh, Sherry, I forgot about that one. I don't even know if I have the pattern pieces for that anymore. That did
For
turn
which
out
one?
cute though. That one, my neighbor's bag that I redid like a couple years ago.
Oh, yeah. Okie dokie.
You ready? Hi, Teresa. Okay, so now you want to take your zipper. We're going to do your zipper pocket, okay? So put that aside. I like to do my lining pieces first and just get them out of the way. So get your 2 lining pieces,
Okay.
your 2 exterior pocket pieces, your zipper tape, and I'm only doing 2 tabs. I'm just doing the front tabs. I don't feel like it needs I don't think it needs another tab. But you know what? I think I cut my tabs the wrong way. Did they give me the wrong size in the pattern?
Ooh, mine are way.
I think these are for number 3 zippers, right?
Mine are way too narrow.
Yep. Okay, so I need to go cut. I'm gonna go cut a zipper tab that is 1 1/4 by 2. Okay.
Okay.
Cut 2 zipper tabs that are 1 1/4 by 2.
Okay.
And that'll give us a little extra wiggle room. Hold please, guys. Okay. Better. So the ones that measurement and the pattern, I think, is for skinnier zipper tape.
Ah, that makes sense.
All right. So I cut out bigger zipper tabs. It's okay if they're longer than you'd rather have it longer where you could trim it down than shorter. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm just doing exterior zipper tabs. I'm not doing lining tabs. There's really no need for it. And it just gives you extra bulk that you don't need, honestly.
Okay.
So I'm going to sew these tabs on at a 1/4 inch seam allowance, flip them out and top stitch. Does that make sense?
Yep.
You have your pole on already, right?
I do.
Okay.
What are they talking about? Something so sad.
Oh, Cindy's doggy that passed away. Not Cindy, Sherry's doggy that passed away.
Oh, yeah. That's so sad. Losing a dog is terrible.
Oh, it's terrible. All right. They need to live as long as we do. I'm gonna go ahead and mark the center of my zipper. It'll just make all this easy. And then I'll mark the center of all my pieces, okay?
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and put some skinny double-sided tape along the top right side of all of my 4 pieces.
Okay.
I like
On
to do
the,
the tape first, and then I'm going to clip my center, because if I do the tape after I clip my center, then it tapes that center together and I can't find it.
yep.
Right?
Um, is the top of the 8 by 7.5 piece?
It's going to be the same width as your pocket pieces. So it's 8. Everything is 8 across in this wallet.
Okay.
So you're putting the tape across the 8-inch wide side. All right. Beautiful. So we're doing this just a tiny bit different at the end. It's not a huge change, but just a little bit. Okay.
Okay.
Let me know when you're there.
I'm just clipping centers real quick,
Okay.
or real slow, real not quick. Ooh, Dina's doing a jelly roll rug. I secretly want to do one of those. Secret.
Bethany does those.
I know. They look fun.
Uh-huh. They do look fun. That's why I wanted to go to her retreat. I wanted to make that.
Oh yeah. That'd be so fun. Okay, I'm on my last one of clipping centers.
Okay.
Bada bing and
Bada boom.
bada boom.
Okay.
Got it.
Got it?
Got it.
All right. So take your first exterior piece, right side up. And then you're going to lay the zipper right side down, centered on top.
Going to the left.
Yep. Zipper pull is closed on the left. Center it. And our tabs are probably going to be longer than the piece, and that's fine.
Okay.
Okay. And then you're going to take your lining piece and sandwich that on top. Barb, you're welcome. I'm glad. All right. And then centered, sandwiched on top. Right sides are together of your lining and exterior. Zippers in the middle. And we are going to sew that on at a 1/4 inch seam allowance, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so that's what I got. And then I'm going to fold those two pieces down and top stitch. Are you going to be teaching anytime soon? Christine, yes, I have a few things coming up that are in the books. You mean in person? All right, and then you're going to turn those all right side out with your zipper pulled up, right? And top stitch along those two pieces.
Okay.
Just like you would a zipper pocket on a bag. Does that make sense, Susan?
Yeah, I think so. I don't think it's anything different, right? It's just the
It's not
normal.
anything weird. You should know how to do this part. Yeah. So that's what this piece looks like. I top stitched. That's down below.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah.
Christine, I'm doing a retreat next week in Georgia. It's a very small 12-person retreat. And then we're doing the swag dash at the end of June here in Colorado. There's 2 spots available on Sunday still. It's on my website. And then what else am I doing, Susan?
Then
Ohio
Ohio in September,
in September.
and then the Lynn's retreat in October.
Yeah. Lens retreat. That hasn't opened yet for registration.
Yeah.
And then November, probably Wonderground again.
Yep.
So busy.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Carrie said, so busy.
Did Carrie show you the picture I sent her yesterday?
No. What was it of?
My DoorDash.
Oh, she told me about it.
I got one singular pliable and it was so good.
She goes, if I want to get Kasaya a thank you gift, would DoorDash be good? I said, yes.
Oh, that sounds good again today. I may just drive and get one today. All right, you ready?
Ready.
Take your other exterior piece and now you're gonna put it on the other side of the zipper. So exterior piece right side up, other side of the zipper here, right side down on top centered. So now we're just putting on the other side. I know this used to confuse you.
It really did.
I know. Does it make more sense now?
Yeah, I mean, usually, but when I'm with you, yes. When I'm reading
Okay.
patterns and they say do the
Uh-huh.
same thing
Yeah.
again on the other side, I'm like, I need pictures. But yeah,
Uh, and then we're going to sandwich the other lining pocket piece on top. So you have another zipper sandwich, zipper in the middle, right sides are together, and sew along that side. Okay.
my lining is next to my lining.
Yep. Lining.
Okay.
Your zipper's in the middle,
Okay.
just like that. Yeah, DoorDash is just like Uber Eats, same thing. Yep. I have a Dash Pass, so it's normally what I use. Way too much. My kids make so much fun of me. Mom, did you get DoorDash again for lunch? I'm like, yes.
Girl, don't judge me. I'm
I
working.
can't be bothered. Oh, yeah. The double zipper pocket? I don't know about a double zipper pocket. Oh, yeah, I do. You can do a double zipper pocket? No, we're not doing a double zipper pocket.
Am I top stitching?
Yep, go ahead and flatten it out. Make sure your lining is underneath that other side there and that you're not top stitching it closed, right? So it's all laying flat and open.
Oh, nope. I was about to.
Uh-huh. That lining piece needs to be behind the piece that you're top stitching.
Glad you said that.
It's like I know you.
It's like you know me before I do it. You're like, and this is the part where you sew your pocket closed.
Okay, so this is what I have. This is my right side. This is my wrong side. Okay. Now this part is different than what's in the pattern. So let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready. Am I
Okay.
cutting my tabs?
Yeah, make sure, yeah, your sides need to all be even now. Go ahead and cut down your tabs. Christine, I think there's a Lens Retreat Facebook group you can join. Or just join her Lens Patterns to keep updated on the retreat stuff. All right, so you want to turn this, Susan. I've got it like this. We are going to go right sides together like this.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to clip it all together. I'm going to make sure my tab seam up here is lined up. Okay. You're going to clip it all together inside out like this. It may be a little crooked, and that's okay. That'll be made up for in the seam allowance. It's fine. Okay. And we're not going to worry about closing up the bottom of this pocket right now of our lining, because when we place this inside of our wallet, we're going to be sewing along the bottom of this pocket, and it'll sew it together.
Okay.
Making that closed. So with this all clipped together, you are going to sew the side, bottom, and the other side, all three sides. And
Okay.
then we'll turn it out through the zipper. Okay.
1/4 inch.
1/4 inch, yep. And this is the part that's a little bit different than what's in the pattern. This isn't how she does it in the pattern. So
Oh, thank you. That was really nice of you.
what?
A little angel brought me a drink.
Mm-hmm. I need an angel.
You need a carry?
I need a carry.
Bryce is awfully quiet today. Bryce, are you in there? Yeah. I haven't heard you laugh or speak at all.
Hims must be busy.
He's very serious and busy today.
Very serious.
I usually hear him giggle at least once.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What do you say?
Harry says he's a professional, Susan. Okay.
Bye, Rose. Love you.
We have 3 adults working in the basement, and it's pretty funny because, there's
That's
phone
pretty
calls
funny.
and various things, but my husband's
All
pretty
right.
notorious
Turn
for
it right
laughing.
side out.
Just
Oh,
randomly.
I did trim. I trimmed my little corners down. Yeah, trim the bulk on your corners. And then turn it right side out.
Okay, I'm sorry. They're telling me it's not all fun and games. Gee.
Oh, wow. Rude.
Okay.
Very rude.
Annette says Bryce the professional.
So professional. And then just get all of your corners poked out nice. And then, so the bottom of this zipper pocket that we just made, this other side down here is going to be our slip pocket because it's put in our wallet folded in half up like that.
Okay.
So we want to top stitch the bottom part of this pocket piece, okay?
Okay.
So get that bottom all looking nice and we'll top stitch it. Hi, Janice.
Like it's hot?
Top stitch it like it's hot.
Zoop. Mm.
Beautiful. Okay. My checks are a little crooked. That's okay. Okay. Done.
Okay.
Okay. Once that's done, looks good. Again, this bottom part will be sewn into our wallet like this, and that closes up that lining when we sew it in there.
That's handy.
Okay, put that aside. We're gonna work on our flap next. Hi, Sonia.
Oh, it's Sonia.
It's Sonia.
I was just thinking of her this morning.
Aw.
I was thinking of our our Alabama trip and her friends, her neighbors who came over, and we had a
Oh my
little
gosh.
party and we
They
played
were the
video games.
funnest. They
They
were
were
so
so fun.
cute.
Got to ride in the golf cart.
All right, now if you are doing a magnetic snap, you would install that on your lining first of your flap and then do this. But Susan and I are doing a moon lock. So we do that at the end. So we're not going to do it yet. Okay. So you got your pieces right sides together. You're going to
You
sew
you
along.
put interfacing on this one.
You know what? I did.
Okay.
It's going to
I thought
wrinkle, but I decided I don't care.
okay.
And
I
then
thought you
I'm
told me
also
not
doing
to.
the Peltex. Huh?
I thought you told me not to, but okay.
I did tell you not to, so we'll see which is better because I'm not sure.
Okay.
So sew along the side, the bottom, and the other side, but not the top. Okay,
Okay.
1/4 inch.
Sonia says it's that time again. It is. It's been a year.
And I know. Listen, oh, I feel like I'm always traveling though. There's not enough months in the year. I just got back and I'm leaving again next week.
Breach.
It's okay, Sonia. Someday I'm just gonna move and be your neighbor.
So there's that.
So there's that. Annabelle and Devin will move with me too.
Not sure I did that curve quite right, but oh well.
That's okay.
It'll be special.
Yeah. You could really change the shape to this flap to whatever you want, honestly.
Well, I think I just did.
Uh,
That's what I'm saying.
and then I'm just going to pinking shear the curves on this very slight, not by much because it's such a small seam allowance.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure this Peltex piece we cut out, yeah, I already know I'm going to need to trim mine down just a little bit. I already trimmed some off of um, the straight side of it, so it's not in my seam. I really don't want it in my,
Okay, I'll have to trim mine up.
yeah, I trimmed mine down there. But you could just take scissors and kind of give it an even trim. I would put it up against your flap that you have right now and see how much you think you need to trim off.
Okay.
So the original pattern doesn't call for this Peltex part, but I think it needs it. Personally. I have to help Sebastian move this weekend. Can you feel bad for me for 2 seconds?
Oh, I do feel bad for you. I didn't know it was happening so fast. My goodness.
He found a place last weekend and he's moving in already.
Closer to work or?
Yeah, it's Flatirons area.
Oh, okay.
And he's like, "What time are you gonna be here?" And I'm like, "I'll help you, but I can't lift heavy stuff. Like, I'm old." I don't think you understand. I can't do all that I used to be able to
Are
do.
you his moving crew? Does
Yep.
he have anyone else?
Me and Marcus and Shar.
Oh my gosh.
Do you feel sorry for me now?
Yeah, I do.
Thank you. Because you
Oh
know
my
who won't be any
oh
help.
my
He can't
gosh.
lift anything.
I just sewed it wrong.
What'd you do? What'd you do? What?
Ready?
Oh, Susan. Oh, Susan. Okay. Can you hurry and cut out another one, or do you want to unstitch all that? What would be quicker? Might be quicker just to cut another one out real quick if you have it right there at your table.
Yeah, I do.
Okay. They say it's extra special now. I
Oh
would
my
just cut a
God.
new one. It's
Oh my.
worth it just to cut a new piece.
I know what Sonia would say right now.
What?
What the?
What the hell?
That's exactly what
Just
she
like
would say.
that.
And she'd be right.
Oh,
Sonia, I need you here.
funny.
Whatever.
I think I'm going to cut this piece down just a little bit more right here.
Take your time. Take your time.
Take my time. She says, yep. Oh, it's funny.
And then her husband would come and say, "What you building?
What you building?
What you building?"
Oh, goodness. All right, I'm just pushing that Peltex piece all the way down on the bottom. Beautiful. Ooh, I'm gonna like that a lot better than my last flap. My last flap was too flappy. All flip, no, all flap and no flip, or all flip and no flap. Something like that. She says, you know us so well. That's cute. Uh, All right, now I'm just top stitching with that Peltex in there.
Done. Okay. Look how fast that was, Saya.
Good
Can you
job.
believe it?
See, I knew it would be easier just to cut out.
You guys, I made a cutting area, and so cutting's not so terrible anymore.
She's all, let me just go right here to my cutting area.
Whereas before, I have to take everything up to the kitchen table.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm not going to worry about putting a tag on it.
All right.
Fine.
You could put it on a different spot.
It's fine. No, I don't want to make us slower than I already am.
Did you cut out things for a wrist strap or no?
No, I didn't.
Okay. Now I'll go ahead and do my wrist strap stuff while you finish that. How's that sound?
Okay, sounds great.
All right. And I'm just cutting the top center there because I'll need that center. Ooh, that looks pretty. So
Pretty.
my Regina phalange that I cut out, that's over there waiting, is this same color combo. So it's gonna match that bag.
Oh, cute.
All right, I'm gonna make a wrist strap real quick for this cute little wallet while she does the flap. And that's perfect. See, we meant to do it that way.
Totally. I was just
Totally.
showing you. I like to show what happens if you do this. This is how
Uh-huh.
you fix it.
Uh-huh. Exactly.
And it gives her time to do the extra add-ons.
Uh-huh. Perfect.
Welcome.
Sisters.
Sisters. Those are our one-word texts that when we, I don't know, when we do something or we agree with something, we just go, sisters.
Sisters. uh, we're funny.
Well, we think we are.
Well, we think we are. Some people do not think we're funny.
They do not appreciate our intros.
They don't appreciate our songs. That's fine. We're just trying to bring a little bit more joy into the world through song and dance, people.
If that's what you want to call it, right?
Yeah. Right sides together, Susan. Are your right sides together?
Yes.
Okay. Perfect.
Well, my curve was better that time.
Well, then there you go.
There you go.
It was meant to be.
It was much better. I just needed
Much
a practice run.
Jilly says, "Who does not like your songs?" Oh, Jilly, lots of people. Lots
That's
of
okay.
people on the internet voice their opinions. It's fine. I've
Of
learned not
such.
to let it bother me anymore.
Yeah, it's
I
almost
just
just funny now.
I just go delete. It's fine. No need to comment either. It's fine. All right, I'm just doing a tiny little 1/2 inch wrist strap here.
I know I've got all Tulip Bee and Wonderground stuff.
Me too. Inside swag.
Oh yeah, anti-swag. Carla, yesterday she finished a whole bag with no zipper pull in on one of the zippers. Oh, Carla.
That's horrible.
Did you dedicate it to me, Carla? Because I would do that.
Oki's new thing has been coming in here and laying right by me while I sew.
That's so cute.
I think she maybe loves me.
She's like,
I used
hello.
to think she didn't love me.
Well, because she was with David all the time, but now David's in
Yeah,
Brazil.
I know,
Uh-huh.
but then, yeah, other kids come in the summer and she's gonna love them more than me. It's fine.
Oh, wow.
I think she likes the cold floor right here too.
Okay, now I'm slipping this in
Yeah,
and then
you're
top
probably gonna have
stitching.
to cut it down. I had to
I
cut it.
did.
You really
Yeah.
don't want it. You don't want that top to have Peltex in it.
How much clearance am I leaving in the top?
I have like about a 1/2 inch clearance from the top.
Okay.
All right, I'm just gonna go like that, and I will, when we get rivets out, I'll put a rivet in that. Is it fitting?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Okay, am I top stitching it?
Yep. Is there any chance you'll make the new bag by Hand Deli called? I can't even say that name. Cindy, I don't know. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen that one yet. All right. I have Lindsay's new pattern. I sewed it up and I have a second one all sitting on my table ready to do a live this weekend because it comes out this weekend.
I'm so excited for that one.
So I'll be sewing that one up. I need to paint I'm gonna do edge coat on the D-rings ahead of time and get that all prepped. And then I do have stuff ready to film. I just need to find 2 seconds.
On two.
1, 2. Well, more than 2 seconds is the problem. All right. There's my little D-ring. All right, let me know when you're there.
Okay.
You top stitching?
I'm top stitching like a top.
All right. I'm gonna grab some rivets real quick. I don't know if I have any out for this bag. You're okay, baby girl. Hi. Oh, I love you. Yes, I do. Does everybody want to see my really cute doggie right now? Because
Yeah.
I think she's just adorable. Look at her.
She says I can't be bothered.
She's all, ugh, mommy. Why are you always sewing?
She's a cutie.
I know. I love her. She's been more of a cuddle bug lately. It makes me happy. Laura, that would be a great bag for Paris. Which one? I made the new Lindsay one. I made all in Saya Pink from Tulip Bee for me.
For Paris, right?
For Paris. Because I don't really cart around a lot of stuff. Hi, Molly. We're just making the
You know what? I think that was a happy
necessary.
accident because the
Yeah?
curve was
Uh-huh.
so much better. Look at that.
Oh, yay. Yeah,
Look at that.
that looks great. That looks really good, Sue.
Okay.
All right, now get your main body piece. And we're gonna baste the flat onto our main body piece.
Okay. It's a
Sorry, I
wallet.
was just
So
putting my rivet in my wrist strap there.
learn
Okay.
about
All right. Main body piece. Okay, so we're doing the other trick. For this is for turning it. So if you cut a 6-inch slit down the middle of your lining, okay, 6 inches, 3 and 3. It's a lot easier to turn this whole thing and sew it all up. And then this slit in your wallet gets sewn up and it disappears. I would highly recommend doing this hack. All right. Do you have a claw video? No, I don't.
a claw. You mean a
It's
sazal?
a Sazah. I think she's talking about the Sazah. I do not. The designer used to not want people to do her stuff, and I think maybe she's changed her opinion on that now. I don't know. I just threw away my moonlock in my trash.
Well, that was silly.
Oh my gosh. All the way down in my trash. Just a minute, guys. Are you kidding me? Where'd it go? I got it. Okay. All right. Anyways, here we go. So we want to take our flap. Well, actually, we want to install our magnet, our back side of our magnet.
Okay.
All right. So come here, you. We're gonna do it. So I have my center line already marked on the back here. And then we're gonna do it 2 1/4 down.
If I put a notch in the center, is this going to get closed in or no?
Yep. Yeah, notch your centers. That's fine. You're gonna need your centers. So we're gonna do 2 1/4. The pattern calls for 2 1/2, and I find that to be too tight.
Did you say 2 1/4 from like the edge?
Yeah,
Okay.
2 1/4 down. And I don't have any interfacing behind this, so I'm gonna do that real quick. I'm just gonna do some self adhesive woven here. All right, and we're doing the moon locks, which means we're going to add the other part of it on at the very end. So we're just doing the snap right now. And you're adding it onto the exterior, correct?
Yes.
I'm just making sure.
No, I'm not offended by that.
Okay. Don't be offended. I'm
I
just
am
making
not.
sure.
Are you kidding me? I appreciate it.
All right.
I suppose I should be offended, but I'm like, yes, thank you.
Mhm. All right, come here. Here we go. All right, and then cover that up. Perfect. Let me know when you're there.
Okay.
I hear Bryce whistling.
There he is. It was just really weird to not hear anything from him for so
It
long.
was weird. I agree.
I was like, are you okay? All right.
All right. Beautiful. Okay.
Beautiful.
Turn it right side over. There you go. Now you want to you put your flap on the opposite end of the snap. So on the other side. Okay. So up here.
Okay.
And you're going to lay it lining side up and center it. So you should have a center mark on your piece, right?
Okay, let me mark the center of my flap real quick.
And I am doing a wrist strap here. Where did I put it? Oh, right here. So I did a little connector and I'm sliding that in between my two layers, the flap and the main lining right here.
Okay.
Okay. I'm actually going to have it hang out just a little bit. Okay, perfect. And then you're going to baste that on.
Will you make sure this is right before I do it?
Yep. Yeah, is that your lining side?
That's
Yep.
lining.
Yep. Correct. Now baste that on.
Like it's hot or?
Like it's hot.
Okay.
Well, basting, not so much.
Okay. Oh, that's right. That's top stitching. Like it's lukewarm. The real party comes later.
Uh-huh. All right. Beautiful. Cute. So see, my little wrist strap is right there. Okay, so after that is done, you are going to take your lining and place it right sides together on top. So you're going to sandwich them together, right sides together, and we are going to clip that all up and not top stitch and sew it all together all the way around because we have that turning hole in the lining, right?
Okay. Yep.
If you don't do that turning hole in the lining, you have to leave a seam open somewhere along it. But I'm telling you, the hole in the lining is the way to do it.
Forget about it.
Forget about it. Just do it.
You know, a year ago when we did Alabama and then Georgia and went up to Coosa,
Mm-hmm.
there was a Bucky's on the way. Do you remember that?
There was what?
A Bucky's on the way.
Yeah.
But now I don't think we get to go to a Bucky's. I don't think there's one between the airport
Mm.
and
Between the Atlanta airport and the retreat.
I don't think so.
Are you really sad?
Yeah, I'm a little sad.
Listen, there's a Bucky's here now. You can just go to the one here.
What? There is?
Yeah. I think
Oh,
they're building a second one too.
where is it?
This one's currently up by Longmont almost. All right. The original card slot came from SNW Gifts about 3 years ago on YouTube. Thank you, Dawn. All right. Hi, Rebecca. All right. We're going to sew around this. Just a 1/4 inch seam allowance.
Hey,
Okay. All the way around. Round and round she goes.
hey.
All right. So I'm going to get my pinking shears and just pinking shear the 2 curved ends, okay?
Okay.
My voice is going out. Yeah, and then the one for me is about a 45-minute drive too. Yerp. All right, and then I'm going to turn this right side out. They are putting in our first In-N-Out burger. Oh, In-N-Out's not my favorite. I know that's a bold opinion, bold statement.
Bold.
Bold. It is not my favorite. I would rather go to Freddy's. How's that, huh?
Freddy's is really good.
But listen, Freddy's has the best onion rings.
Do
In-N-Out
they?
doesn't even have onion rings. And I don't eat French fries, so I need a place that has onion rings with my burger. Yeah, they have the best onion rings. They're so good. And their ice cream, forget about it.
I know. Their turtle sundae.
Ah, forget about
What
it.
about it?
I kind of interfaced this pretty well. So I think I'm going to need to get a hair dryer for mine,
Okay.
which it's right here on the floor. So excuse me while I'm loud for a second. Hey, sorry, Oakley. She did not like that.
She was like, excuse
She's
me.
all, how rude. She snuck out underneath my sewing table. That's funny. All right. Oh, so much easier. See, Five Guys. I would rather do Five Guys. I think they have sweet potato fries, and I can do those. Mm,
Five Guys burgers are really good.
yeah, they are really good. Yeah, I
They're-
just don't understand the in and out fascination.
I love In-N-Out, but I love their fries when they're fresh. So
See? Yeah.
that's,
I would get that. I understand that if you're a fry eating person.
yeah.
All right. Look at that. Isn't that pretty?
Beautiful. Uh-oh, did I do something wrong?
What?
How come yours is two different colors? What's happening?
Because my flap is a contrasting.
Oh,
All right, so now we have to top stitch all this. So you just need to push out all of your seams really nice, and we are going to top stitch all the way around.
you know, I'm going to be safe and wind a new bobbin because it's rattling around.
Okay.
So when you say top stitch, do you want to
Yeah.
top stitch like it's hot or just normal?
Top stitch like it's hot is the
Yes.
only way to do.
Yes. That's what I was hoping you'd say. Good answer.
Uh, my kids would live at Culver's if I let them. Yeah, that's another big one, huh? I'm not a big fan of Culver's, but I haven't had it that much. I know Culver's is like more of a Midwest. It's big in the Midwest. My friend Shannon, who's from Wisconsin, she's like, "Oh my gosh, you have a Culver's?" Well, yeah. I never go there. Susan, we're getting almost close to the end already, if you
Really?
would believe me or
I do
not.
not. I do not.
We're almost there, actually.
Really?
We just have to sandwich it all together, basically.
Well, it's gonna
Yeah,
take
we've
me a
got all
hot
our, that's
minute.
why I like to get the lining done first, because then you get this, and then you're like, all right, and then you piece it all together.
It's so funny that that wallet is this massive piece.
Uh-huh.
I didn't have any clue that that's how you did this.
Mm-hmm. Kind of crazy, right?
Yeah, it's just crazy.
The
It's
mini
just
one
so
is pretty
crazy.
cool. I like the mini one too. So pretty much you're going in here and in here, and it's folding up like that and down
Oh, okay.
like that.
Oh, wow.
Cool, right?
Pretty cool.
All right, so I'm gonna do some top stitching. Let's do it. Here's my little piece of vinyl. I guess that'll work. How wide is the mini? You know, I'm not sure. It's been a long time since I've made it, so I do not know how wide the mini is. It's probably, I would guess 4.5. It's half the size of this. It's really cute. You doing okay?
Yep. I'm just rethreading really quick.
Okay.
I didn't want to run out of bobbin.
Yeah, I started with a fresh one, so I know I'm fine.
You know, I did too, but I did extra steps and extra ripping,
Oh,
and
yeah, that's
so
true.
it was rattling just enough to make me nervous. I thought, eh.
Okay. All right. Mine is all top stitched.
All right. I am ready to do
Okay,
it.
and you fold this in, and you fold this in, and you fold this up, and you fold this down. Oh, she's gonna be cute.
I like the contrasting flap.
Thanks. Anyways. And this gets centered.
Did you backstitch?
I did. If you start like on the
Too late.
curve, I would
Too
start
late.
on the curve
Too
because
late.
that's kind of pushed into your wallet and you can't notice it as much. Don't start
Okay.
on the straight side.
Too late.
Oh, okay. Or start on the straight side. Do whatever you want.
Yeah, it was just too late. Right when you said it, I had just done it, so it's all good.
Okay.
I didn't put my name on this. No one will know.
You don't have to claim it.
Nope.
Nope. Okay. All right.
If it turned out funky, I'll be like, I don't know who made that one.
That's word.
That's weird. Where this just showed up in my room.
uh, you're probably going to hate this next part because it's kind of just some eyeballing that you have to do.
Uh-oh. Okay.
I know. I don't know if I've ever made one with this vinyl before, so we'll see how it goes at the end. I think it'll be okay though.
Okay.
Is it beautiful?
It really is. Yeah.
Let's see
Gorgeous.
it. Let's see it.
Dun, dun, dun.
It's gorgeous.
Wow, wow.
You could go ahead and sew on your tag through all the layers on the flap real quick.
Really?
Why not? Put a tag on
Ouch.
it. You'll be sad if you don't have your tag on it.
Okay.
We'll wait for you.
Okay.
Right, guys? We'll wait.
Maybe I'll
I
do a
think
Susan
just
C.
because it's such a plain outside, you'll be sad if it doesn't have anything on the inside
Yeah.
or on the outside when you're
True
done.
story. I can just
Yeah.
eyeball it, I guess, huh?
Yeah. I mean, you can use a ruler, but just kind of guesstimate the center.
Yeah.
Remember that your moon lock is going on, the very edge, right?
Right.
So don't put it too close to the edge, but don't put it too far up either because it's got a little curve. So
Basically, don't
mine
mess
is
up.
from the bottom curved edge. Mine is about 1.5 inches up.
Oh, okay, that's helpful.
You could probably even go a little bit. You could probably do 1.25 inches because your tags are bigger, right? Because I'm using my little baby
Yeah.
tags.
Yeah.
Do 1.25 inches up. Because I think the lock, let me see. Let me get my lock real quick. We will wait forever, they said. Well, I don't know about forever, guys, but
She will not.
I refuse. Let's see. Yeah, you could even do 1.25 inches.
Okay.
Hi, Lydia.
Name tag 2.0. Let's try this again.
Mm-hmm.
My other one was put on perfectly, by the way.
Was it?
Oh, I might have wasted it. Let's see. Oh my gosh.
All right. My name is, what's your machine's name?
Slim Shady.
Mr. Squeaker?
No, Slim Shady.
Squeaker McSqueakerton?
Rude. Also, yes.
Is it rude or is it the truth?
Sometimes the truth is rude.
Well, sometimes the truth hurts, Susan.
I know it.
Hi, Annette Harris.
Ah, whatever.
It doesn't have to be perfect.
Well, it's not, so that's good.
That's okay.
I didn't quite connect the last stitch together.
It's okay. I'm sure it's still beautiful.
It is pretty beautiful.
Okay.
Okay. Ready for ready.
Yeah?
Oh, see, that's nice.
Isn't that? Yeah. See, I knew you would be sad if it didn't have anything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. Get your card slots and get your main body piece lining side up. We're going to do some sandwiching.
Okay.
You ready? So
Yeah.
you want to line it up so it's centered, which I just eyeball this. I look at where my flap is and kind of center this. And then you should have about, like a 1/4 to a 1/2 inch down from each end of your card slot here. So you're just centering that card slot.
Okay.
Okay. Once it's where you want it, you're like, yes, that looks good.
Yeah.
You're going to take this flap here.
Uh-huh.
You're going to hold the card slot in place, take the flap, and you're going to sandwich it over nice and tight and clip that. You want to make sure that the card slot is up against that fold right in there. Okay. And then you're going to do the same thing on the other side. You're going to fold it over, sandwiching that card slot in there, clip it. Okay, make sure it looks good, nothing moved. Looks good to me. So now it looks like this.
Okay.
So we are going to stitch on these folded edges here, a 1/4 inch in. And it should catch the card slots in between there. Okay?
Okay.
And I like to do it from my exterior backside up because I start my first stitch right here where my top stitching is and come down and end it at this top stitch.
Okay.
I kind of like line up those stitch marks. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Oops, that has silver ink all over it.
What has silver ink all over it?
The clip I just grabbed. That was exciting. Just a minute.
So I'm just going to take this now and just stitch down.
Okay.
And it should grab those card slots. And this is where your layer can get thick, right? And you definitely need a more heavy duty machine if you're using vinyl like we are. And I'll show you what I did real quick. All right, so that's what that looks like. Do you see how I stitched it down?
Yep.
So I started right here and I ended right there.
Okay.
And then I'll open it and make sure I don't see any raw edges of my card slots. I caught it all.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Lydia. She says those are looking so cool. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Don't shame him. He's very self-conscious.
Uh-huh. He's all, why don't you call and get me fixed? Don't you love me?
I do.
Uh, Kasaya, I just realized your wallet will match my Parvati. Oh, yeah. Parvati Shambhala bag perfectly. That's awesome. Okay. She's looking good, guys.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So, next part, you want to take your zipper pocket part. So, I want mine like this and like this. So, you want to, okay, this is what we're going to do. We need our center marked. I like to mark my center on this, on the zipper pocket piece and draw a box for stitching. So your zipper pocket piece is 7 inches from teeth to your other side. Okay. So I'm going to measure down, oh my gosh, math.
3.5.
3.5. Okay. And that's my center line. Okay.
Okay.
And I'm doing it on, wow, I can't see with this. This checkered print is so hard to be able to mark on. All right. So that's my center line. So from my center line, I'm going to draw a line that's a 1/2 inch over on one side and then a 1/2 inch over from the other side of that center line.
Okay.
Okay. So I've got my center and then I have a line a 1/2 inch out on each side. So we pretty much need to, you don't really need to tape this down. I used to say, ooh, tape it down, but you don't really. We just need to lay that centered. So I have my center line drawn down here on my card slots. I don't know if you can see that. There's my center. Okay.
Okay.
So now you're just lining that center line that we made with this zipper pocket piece right there on that center line.
Oh, I
And
might
if
have
you
marked
want to
that
put
wrong.
tape down on there so it stays in place, you can do that. So if you want to put a little strip of tape down on that center line so it all stays in place while you sew this next part, you totally can.
Okay, you know what? I didn't mark my center line here, so maybe I should
That's
do
okay.
that.
It's just in between those two lines, right?
I can
You
just
could totally
eyeball
do
it.
that.
Yeah, okay.
Hi, Okers. So I've got that center line marked so I can kind of see that. And I'm just going to center this in the middle of that. Looks pretty good. Just like that on top.
Okay.
And once that's on, you're going to sew those 2 lines that we did a 1/2 inch over from that center line. Those are going to be our sewing lines. You're going to sew down and you're going to make a box. So you're going to come down along the side and over and make a total rectangle on the bottom of your wallet.
Okay.
Sewing all of those layers down.
This is the part you said that drove you crazy.
This is the part that my machine could never do because you're sewing through all of those layers at the end here, right? And my machine was like, I don't think so. Okay, does that all make sense?
Yeah, it does. It's gonna take me a minute to kind of get
And
it
I
just
like
right.
my zipper up top on the flap side. I don't know if it matters when your wallet's all done, but. So now I'm sewing through all of those layers. And I'm just kind of guesstimating where to bring my, it's about a 1/4 inch from the edge of my zipper pocket. And then I'm going to come down and go down the other way. See, even my machine is like, Yeah, and this is where my machine always struggled. My domestic machine. And I also think the way we did the card slots cuts up on the bulk here. All right. And after that, all we have to do is put the wings together and our lock on and it's done.
What?
Yeah, I told you. So that's what it looks like from the bottom of my wallet.
Huh.
A nice rectangle, right? And on the inside, I have it sewn down. So when we put this on, all these layers come up and this is being sandwiched around those layers.
Well, I didn't start and end my rectangle very well.
That's okay. It's on the bottom of your wallet.
Okay.
It'll be fine. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have to, so the next part is to fit these wings and we're kind of like sandwiching, we're making them like sandwiched around our pieces like this and like that, right? We're putting pleats in them.
Okay.
Okay, so the
And you're
markings,
just
you
guessing
ready?
all willy-nilly?
Nope, nope, nope. I'm going to tell you the markings.
Oh,
You ready?
phew. Yeah.
Get a ruler, get a marking pen. All right. So from the edge, this bottom part of the curve down here, you're going to want to measure 3.5 inches up that curve. 3.5 or 3? Just a minute. Let me make sure. 3.5. Okay. 3.5 inches up and make a mark on your material.
Okay, I'm sorry, but 3.5 from where?
So I'm
Oh,
starting
from the
down
corner.
here.
Yep. Okay, from the corner.
And going up. So 3.5 inches up.
Got it. Okay.
It's not going to be perfect, and that's okay. Now from that mark, you want to connect it. So your stitching from your rectangle is now your guideline for this line. So on this side, this stitching right here down at the bottom, and that mark that we just made, you're going to draw a line meeting the two.
Okay.
From that line up to this line right here.
Okay.
That's going to be your first, that's going to be your first point where you're sandwiching that piece.
Okay.
See, so not willy-nilly.
Oh, good.
Do the same thing on the other side. So you're going to start down here at the bottom of the curve, measure up 3.5, make a mark. and then connect that mark down to the rectangle stitch line that's on that side. So you should have 2 lines going from there, up there, and there, up there. You're going to
Okay.
do that same thing on the other side, okay?
Okay. Ooh, I like it when it's not willy-nilly.
Oh my goodness, could you imagine?
No, I
Susan,
cannot.
that's not how I function. You know that.
I know, I know. I was just afraid that's the way the pattern was. All willy-nilly up in here.
Okay. Let me know when you have those markings.
Yeah, I've got them.
All right, so we're gonna take some clips and we're doing rivets, okay? So in the pattern, it has you sewing these pleats, which are super hard to do.
Okay.
Rivets make all the difference, okay? So you're going to take this first part of your pocket here, and you're gonna line it up on that line and pinch it.
Okay.
So it's got that layer in between. Okay.
Okay.
And then I go on this side, I do the same thing. Pinch it with that layer in between. I'm going to put a couple clips in there. Just really make sure you're getting that layer in between. And then do the same thing with the zipper pocket, line it up on that line and pinch it.
Oh my gosh. I'm breaking every clip.
You need the metal clips. I need to send them to you.
I have some, so I'm gonna use them.
Oh, use the metal ones.
Okay.
It's kind of thick on that zipper pocket.
Yeah.
Could you imagine sewing that?
No.
No, it's really hard when you sew it. And I always rip my vinyl. So we're not doing that. So when it's done, it looks like this. You've got all of those pinched in between your little folds, right?
Yeah, can I ask you something though?
Uh-huh.
So am I trying to get the bottom part in there too?
No, you don't need to get the bottom part.
Okay.
Just get as much as the top part that you can.
Okay.
It's just important when you do the rivet that you've got all the layers on there in that
Okay.
rivet.
Yep.
No, it doesn't need to be all the way at the bottom.
Okay. Look what we made, Saya. This is incredible.
Right?
Yeah.
I honestly don't think it's a difficult pattern. There's so many helpful tutorials out there with how to do it. That's super helpful.
That is pretty cool.
I agree.
Okay.
Oh, hi, Marty May. Coming to say hi now?
I'm ready.
Yeah? Okay.
Uh-huh.
So there's like no exact science to this, but I like to keep mine somewhat towards the top,
Okay.
right? Like I don't want to go all the way down, probably about just a minute. So, and don't be afraid to like bend your wallet out of the way while you do this, okay?
Okay.
Like bend your pieces out, hold that. So I'm holding this together
Okay.
and I'm going to get my hole punch
I feel like I'm
and
not
go
quite.
in about, I don't know, a quarter of an inch or so in. So I put my hole about right there.
Okay.
Okay. And I open it up just to make sure. I'm like, yep, I got all the layers. I'm good.
Will you look at mine though? Mine looks different than yours. Mine's all open.
No, yours is Yours
Is
is
that okay?
fine. It'll
Okay.
it'll close when we close it. I've
Okay.
pushed mine closed a couple times.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna put that rivet right through there. Okay.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna press it. So much easier than sewing these sides. So that's one. It's staying. It's good. Now I'm gonna do this other one right here.
Are you just doing one rivet per side?
I'm just doing one. I feel like one's plenty
Okay.
for this. So with that zipper pocket one, I put it just below, you've got that zipper tab in there.
Oh, right.
So put it below the zipper tab bulk.
Okay.
And I'm like totally bending mine out of the way. Don't be afraid to bend it all out of the way, okay?
Okay. Shoot.
What's shoot?
Oh, I just lost grip of it, but I got it again.
Okay.
To line up the holes.
There's my second one there.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry about being gentle with it. Fold it all out of the way.
Okay.
Okay, so there's my first two sides there.
Okay.
Okay, now I'm gonna do my second two. Hi, Natalie. Yeah, we're kind of finishing up. Got our rivets. And then our lock.
Whew, my hands.
Uh-huh. Last one. Doing all right?
All right, I'm gonna go press them.
Okay. Do it, baby. Do it.
Oh, that's the rough part. Shoot, that just came apart.
Yeah, I like to put it in and then press, put it in and then press, because they can pop off if you do them all at the same time. Is that what you mean?
Oh, see, I put them all in, and now they're all popping out. Dang it.
That's okay. You got all the holes there, so you know.
Yeah.
You going okay?
Yep.
Okay. I usually do the post on the top, I believe. I don't know if it matters when you're doing a rivet. All right. My rivets are in. That's what the sides look like. Hey, and that's what her wall looks like. Ooh, she cute. She cute. All right. Let me know when you're there, Sue.
I'm there. I'm just
You're there?
smashing. Yeah.
Okay, all we have to do is the moon lock.
Get in there.
So I like to have a stiletto tool for this because those screws, you don't want to strip them.
Okay.
Yeah. So just need to get this moon lock kind of centered. Which I'm going to line it up, I think, with my name tag because I know my name tag's centered. All right. So have you ever done a moon lock before, Sue?
Yes, but it looks like I'm missing a screw, so I'm gonna go steal one from another bag. I
You're
probably
missing
dropped
a
it.
screw?
I probably dropped it.
Okay.
I mean, I'm assuming they were both there when I opened the bag and I just
Okay.
dropped
So
it.
it has this little screw on the back that you kind of need to loosen for it to slide onto your piece, right?
Yeah. I'm stripping it, trying to undo it. I'm gonna, just a minute.
Really? Do you
Yeah.
have a small screwdriver? Is your
Yeah.
screwdriver too big?
It might be too small, honestly, so I'm gonna try another
Oh,
screwdriver.
okay.
That is in there. Let me go see if Bryce can unscrew this. Oh, Brycey!
It just needs to be loosened a little bit.
I know, but I can't even get it to budge.
Okay. And I'm going to use my stiletto and just give my screws a little help there, poking through the materials. And then I'm just going to put these on. Is it not coming off?
Thanks, my only rose gold one. I'm coming, I'm coming.
Did it get off or no?
No, we took good.
Okay. I can
It's
send
fine.
you another one.
Yeah, it's fine. It's my only rose gold one, so I'm not going to
Okay.
put a different kind on it because I really want it to match.
Yeah, I'll send you another one and I'll loosen it before it gets sent so you are sure it works. All right. Well, mine's on.
Well, I can kind of just like put it like this.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be so beautiful.
So beautiful. All right. There it is, y'all.
There she be.
There she be. And I've got a tiny little wrist strap with mine.
So cute.
So cute. Aw. We did good.
I can't believe we made this.
Uh-huh. Isn't that nice?
Yeah, I love it.
It's
It's amazing.
cute.
It's amazing. Look at that. Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa. It's the first time I opened it. It looks really cool.
Uh-huh. It's a cool wallet, right?
That's really cool.
I like the moon lock on it a lot. Definitely the measurement in the pattern is too tight. So definitely put it at 1.25 when you do this. Because if it was any tighter, I wouldn't be able to, especially with vinyl wallets, you just got more bulk in there. So yeah. Good job, Sue.
Thanks. I
I'll
was really
send you a new
nervous.
moon lock.
Okay. Thank you.
Is the screw stripped or you couldn't even get it out?
We couldn't even get it out. It may be stripped now, but it wasn't.
Okay. All right.
It was
I'll
just
send you another one.
Whoever put it in to begin with was
No,
just
it's
really
like that
strong.
when we get them. Like
I
they
know, that's
like.
what I'm saying. It's probably the machine, right?
Oh, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, happy May, Sister So.
Look at that.
I'm gonna make a bag to match this. You should make a bag to match yours.
Wow. We made that.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay, I'm doing a
Thank you
Susan take.
guys.
I'm doing a takeover tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yep, because next week's crazy with us leaving.
I
So I'm
know
just doing it
it kind
tomorrow.
of is. Okay.
So
Well,
I'm
that's
doing
exciting.
a pseudo trapper keeper. It's an office supply.
Okay.
So,
Love.
so there you go.
I love it. Okay.
All right.
I'm just looking. All right. What did you think, Susan? Will you make hundreds of NCWs now?
No,
But would you want to make a mini one?
I would make another one. I would make
A
another
mini
one.
one. Wouldn't the mini one be fun?
Yeah, I'd make a mini one. I mean, I might make a couple more of these for like gifts or something. Um, I'm amazed at how it turns out. Like I didn't see it before. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. It's
Look,
pretty
Bruce, I
cool.
made that. Look.
I like that.
Do you want one with flowers?
Sign me up.
He's all,
That's
yes,
all I want.
please.
He's all absolutely. He said he's going to keep his coupons in there.
Oh, perfect. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Thanks, Saya. That was fun.
Yeah, you're welcome. Okay.
Okay,
Bye, everybody.
bye.
Bye.